Here we go again. Everything starts so harmless, right? Starts all in the beginning. Everybody feels all nice. It's helpful. Things is going good. And you let your guard down. And when you let your guard down, you let things in. And when you let things in, you can't get them out. It kind of turns into an infestation. And then you get to a point where you ask yourself, how the hell did I get here? How did I allow this to happen? How do I get out of this? Sometimes it's too late. It's going to be like a bad marriage. You're like, what the hell is going on? Easy to get in, hard to get out. Then we have the best day of the week. Y'all know what day it is. It's Tuesday, baby. It's Taco Tuesday. But we like to call that GP Day. So for all my Game Pass lovers, it's GP Day again. And we're going to talk about how hot Game Pass is now. So we got to get into that topic. And boy, I did not want to do this. Jeez. Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And yeah, the channel's not sold, and y'all fell for my April Fool's joke, and I caught a lot of you dudes, and I didn't think that I was gonna get y'all, but okay, like, follow, and subscribe. Y'all can do that now. And let's get to 10K. Get to 10K. Give away that statue. That's the what is it? The honey trap statue by Gentle Giant. 1/4 statue. AKA Whisper, AKA Jenny Vicious. It's dope statues right here. I'll show it to you later. Yeah, I caught so many people with that. That was so dope. I sat here and I was trying to figure it out. And I know a lot of dudes do the whole I'm quitting YouTube and I'm doing this, that, and the third. And I wanted to do my little spin on it, you know. And it did work. It worked. Yo, it worked so good I fooled my wife. That's the wildest thing about it. So it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. All right. So today we're going to do things a little bit different. Game Pass Tuesday drop is here. And I love Game Pass and I love everything about Game Pass. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of the lighter news, the fun news. You know, I want to end on a bad note. If that make any sense. I mean, it could be a bad note, could be a good note. So recently added games to Game Pass, because I'm looking at it right now, is we're gonna start off with the big boy. We're gonna start off with Diablo. Woo! Diablo 4. I currently own it. It's a great game, you know, and you know, digging into it. Diablo is the next generation action RPG experience with endless evil to slaughter, countless abilities to master, nightmarish dungeons, and legendary loot. It's 78 gigs. If you got that extra space, get in there. It's X and S. It's a wonderful game. It hit in a time where it was so many different games coming out, and I didn't know that it was a game of service, how it was set up. So, you know, it caught my boy Hot Monkey Lovin', caught me, caught everybody. And then when the season kicked in, it kicked my character over to the left, and I was kind of pissed off with that. That's how I never went back to that. But again, I just purchased Achilles, Story Untold, something like that. And, you know, 16 bucks. I said, let me try it out. Looks like Diablo. Looks like it's a complete story from beginning to end. So I might get my fix there. So next up, we have a super hot Mind Control Delete. And let me get down to the synopsis of this game. If anybody's played this game, on VR. This is where I saw it. I saw it on VR. I thought it was nice. The third game is Super Hot franchise. Mind Control Delete gives you more insight in the world of Super Hot. More story, more signature gameplay, hours and hours of timeless combat. Keep dancing in slow motion ballad of destruction for so much longer than ever before. So again, it's like a first person game where you slow down time. It's only 2 gigs of memory. That's Super Hot Mind Control Delete. I'm gonna give it a romp. Pause. You know, no diddy. Try it out. I mean, if it's not all that good, then what I do, I delete it. Anyway, you know, Game Pass. Now, we have one of the big boys this month. That's Ark Survival Ascent. And I guess, well, this is, and it comes in a robust 84 gigs. You know, it's this one is larger, pause, than the other two games. And you know, Ark is a reimagine of the ground up, from the ground up, in the next generation of video game technology using an Unreal Engine 5. Form a tribe, tame and breed hundreds of unique dinosaurs and creatures, explore, craft, build, and fight your way to the top of the food chain. Your new world awaits you. And anybody played Ark is dope. The new, I think it's on Hulu. No, it's on Paramount. Paramount has, actually, I'm bugging. It's on Amazon Prime. It has the new Ark that's there. And you can go check that out. It's an animated show. And I was like, okay, I'll check that out. You know, it's in a westernized style. So I guess they did this in conjunction with that. I still thought that Ark 2 would be here first. But in that joint, the animated joint, Vin Diesel's in it. So then now it makes sense why Vin Diesel is in Ark 2. All right, so then we have Open Roads. Open Roads comes in at 8 gigs. The long lost family secrets hints at a hidden fortune and miles to go before they sleep. Tess Divine's relationship with her mom has never been easy, but they're about to set out together on a journey into the past that they'll never forget. And it looks like, you know, it looks like Myst. If you're into those games like Myst, a walking type simulator that you don't see the character, but it looks animated. I mean, it may be for you, it's not for me. I'm not even gonna say that and hold you, but it may be for you. And the last one up, and that's, you know, 5 games so far, is Hot Wheels Unleashed Part 2 Turbocharged. This comes in at 20 gigs. And okay, you know, it's the world's raddest cars are back, and they're taking the fun to the next level. Race over 130 vehicles with crazy new mechanics and even more vehicle types. Plus build your tracks with stunning new environments, different gameplay modes, and fun on and offline. I'm a bias. I'm a stan. I will play Hot Wheels in Forza. Now, maybe this is more robust. Maybe it does have something to it, right? I'll give it a shot. It's only 20 gigs. I probably got like a terabyte extra, you know, there. I don't know. Lately, my obsession with Fortnite has taken a lot of my attention, and that's to the detriment of my gaming, you know, because for you dudes that count gamer score, my gamer score ain't going up. But my win total is, and my fun and engagement is. So, you know, that's the part of, you know, live service games where, you know, just doesn't work out for you sometimes. But that's Game Pass Tuesday. I told you I was going to switch it up to give you something different, not to have you sticking around waiting for the Game Pass drops. Gave that to you. So if you wanted that flavor, I flipped it around. Maybe you like that. But this next topic is a little bit more robotic, a little bit more electronic, a little bit more situational, a little switch up on the hitch up that you might want to spit up. Pause. All right. Blessings. We spoke about this a couple of times when we spoke about Xbox upcoming console, right? Excuse me. and the upcoming console is supposed to launch in 2026. And this is not the console, the handheld, or the Brooklyn, or the X Digital. The console that'll be launching in 2026 is the next gen console. Now, before this happens, remember, Microsoft has been in bed with OpenAI, and you know, they almost had Sam over there. They almost had the whole OpenAI for nothing. You know, Satya is a shrewd operator, and their whole big thing over at Microsoft is cloud and AI. That's the one thing that's ahead of the Xbox ecosystem that is over there at Microsoft. Microsoft also knows that Xbox has overtaken Windows. Windows is about to launch Windows 12. And in Windows 12, Copilot and every like Surface and stuff like that will be focusing heavy on AI implementation, right? And AI is going to be the crux at the bottom of the Windows 12, you know, suite. It's going to be there. Now, everything in this world is brought to you in a helpful manner. That's the forward facing. Remember, every coin has an opposite side. And I know you dudes is going to sit there and start to clown me and talk about, oh, here comes his talk with the Skynet stuff. And oh, here goes King. I'm telling you to prepare yourself for exactly what is about to happen. It's a little bit more different than you think. Okay? In my phone, you know, I have the Galaxy 24 Ultra Premium Edition Skynet version with the AI-powered infused phone. It's dope. The ease of use, the stuff that it does, it's dope. It's crazy. Right? It's like the first time you use navigation in your car and it maps stuff out, and that was coordinates, but this stuff beamed it up and it did stuff really cool, and it was helpful. And then you saw AI helping you with other things, right? Like with Google search and all this other stuff, and they use an AI algorithm. Let me give you the downside to this stuff right here. Your phone is always listening. You ever know how they target you with things, and they target you with stuff that you talked about, and you're like, wow, you know, I need a vacation. And then you start seeing pop-ups for, oh, Atlantic City has a getaway for $99, because they know how much money is inside your bank account. They know how much money that you do have. So you're at a point right now where, you know, you're being constantly monitored, tracked, and listened to. Right? We're living in a police time and a police state. And this is before we get to the Minority Report, you know, Silver Tin Hat King crap that I'm talking about here. But we're going to get back to video games. We're going to get back to exactly what I'm talking about. This is where it has permeated and is infesting and getting into where we love. And it's always going to be Microsoft, the ones with the biggest bucks, the ones that is able to make these big bets on the future, where the other ones can't really make the bets. You know, Sony has taken their AI and they're going simple-minded with it because they have simple-minded money. So their simple-minded solution is upscaler, so we can have make it look like it's 4K, right? It's like, but this is what their money affords them to do. You know, hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know exactly what we're doing over here. We're going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. So those pork begging ponies really think they're getting something special in the box. They're getting absolutely nothing special in the box. You're getting an AI upscaler, something as a solution to what DSLL or DLSS from NVIDIA is doing, right? And AMD's their solution. They don't want to pay royalties to these guys, so they want to come up with their own solution, and they did that. Microsoft has gotten in bed with Intel, and Intel and Microsoft is making a chip, and that chip is going to be the AI chip that is going to power the next Xbox, right? This chip is going to be inside boxes that they're going to ship out to people. Now, the Surface team is going to be working on, I think, the handheld. I don't know if they're working on the next Xbox box. But also, Microsoft has turned around, if you'll watch past videos, and they did a deal with OpenAI. And they're putting servers all across the world with AI chips, millions of AI chips all across the world. They're in phase 3 of this plan, and they'll be trying to close in to get this done. So when something is in phase 3 of a calculation of something of this sort, of this magnitude, $100 billion, this is nothing light. This is Microsoft betting and leveraging on the future, right? And betting and leveraging on the future for a $3 trillion company, probably #1 in the world at the moment that I'm talking about it right now. These individuals are greedy, hungry, and they're pushing towards where their absolute goal is. And their absolute goal is to have complete control over the individuals that they have in their ecosystem. How can I get you in my ecosystem a whole lot faster than you normally would be? Now, everybody thought that the deal that they did with Sony with throwing those 4 games over there was a nice little, here you go, we're kumbaya. 10-year deals over with these guys. Now you have to sign into your Microsoft account. And your Microsoft account will always be watching. This AI algorithm will be working in this account. Now, this is where we're going into, and this is where it gets a little bit different, because now you will have targeted stuff targeted straight for you. The AI is going to be learning everything that you did. But this is the story that I'm talking about. The Verge, and I never really give up sources and tell all that other stuff, because that's stuff that you can figure out. Microsoft is working in the background, Xbox themselves specifically, with a chatbot. This chatbot will allow you to get customer service a whole lot faster, easier, and it's going to be a little animated thing on the screen, right? How do you keep a idiot in suspense? That's you, right now. They're going to keep you in suspense until they actually, get you. So now you see this little animated thing. Remember when everybody was complaining and yelling, oh, all our stuff is being farmed out to these foreign countries like India and stuff like that? Remember when Bill Gates actually made his biggest tech places was in India and stuff like that, and you felt that they were doing a lot of how can I say, like the phone calls and stuff like that wasn't people that was native to you, like the Western world, right? Now with this chatbot, that's going to eliminate that. So remember, they went from paying the Westerners whatever minimum wage is, or whatever the top wage is for that class, for that phone service, to farming it out over there in India at a lesser cost, right? And they didn't have to pay certain stuff, and they have all these buybacks and stuff over there, to now eliminating that and going with an AI that you don't have to pay, with having a smaller call-in center. And now this chatbot will also be allowed to give you refunds. It's going to be super helpful in the beginning. Everything is going to be wonderful and helpful, right? But there's an edict over at Microsoft to get this AI up and running and through everything, absolutely everything. And I know I might not be popular with this video. I know this video may not be popular, but I'm not on the AI bandwagon, right? I'm on the train, and the train is taking off and is running at a breakneck speed, and I can't jump off, and I'm just sitting here with everybody else, and I'm just like, people tell you stupid things like, well, they need regulations and fail-safes. There aren't any regulations and fail-safes for this stuff. When the stuff reaches a certain point, I believe always in greed. I always believe in that. I always believe in the worst in humanity. There is some good, but there's always people that are in control that will always skew it to something else and take the purity out of it. So I'm pretty sure that you're going to have a mic and you'll be able to talk to it, because you got to have the conversation. And you're going to pretty much say, yo, Xbox chatbot, whatever. And if you give it a name, remember Katana. They kept trying to push this thing. So now it's going to be here. Where do we go? Because it's going along faster than you think. When we hear about it, it's already there. They already started broad testing, betaing it. And the questions that you should have, when does it turn into predictive, right? When does it turn into foresight and foreseeing something might happen? You know, I always fear that the marginalization, the deletion of economics is just the tip of the iceberg. The nefarious stuff comes after the fact. And I know you're saying, King, this is just video games. These are our video games. It's only video games. These are our kids. It's going to be implemented in a point where now when you say a curse word or stuff like that when you're playing a game, are you going to be banned? Is it going to say one strike? Where is it? Where's the line? Where's the line? What are you? Are you the consumer or are you being consumed? Pause. These are hard questions that you have to ask yourself, and you have to sit there. And, you know, a lot of times people say, I don't keep Microsoft accountable. I don't hold Xbox accountable. I've been ringing this bell for a very long time. I've been talking about this a very long time. And it seems like there's nobody standing next to me. I don't need help to talk. I just want you aware of where we are this very moment. Because it's going to be a point where those lines will get blurred and that line will disappear, and you holding the line you're holding nothing, because you're going to be trampled over and overrun. And I'm not yelling out Skynet. I'm talking about robots kicking in your door and stuff like that. Before the robots do, humans will. We ain't getting to that part yet. We're getting to this part, the very concerning part. Y'all don't see it, and I've been seeing it. Your data is worth. What can sift through data faster than a human? An AI. I'm just saying, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King, with a stern warning. Like, follow, and subscribe. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around that chat bot and hope it drowns and chokes it out. But I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass.